Hey everybody, getting ready to go live here. We're going to wait a couple minutes for the room, a few more people to get in, and as soon as we get there, we'll get back with you, kind of explain what we're doing today a little bit more. But we are having a virtual trade show today. We're going to go through some of the equipment that we have, QS2536 and the My Screen, and what we're going to do is have some of our employees come in and act like they're prospective buyers, and then we'll do a run through and give some questions and answers. A couple things. One, if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to type them in and let us know. We'll try and answer them as soon as we can. And also, that for anybody who wants a T-shirt of the final little 3-color print that we've got here, all you have to do is to leave us a message and tell us your shirt size, and we'll be happy to print it for you and send it to you. So let a few more people get in the room, and then we'll get with you. Woody, because I've got my camera turned this way, we got to be so you alternate in. Okay.
So make myself skinnier.
Yeah. How much you get? 10 more getting started.
All right, guys, we're about to get started. I think Jay's gonna get us started here with the QS2536. Show you some stuff with that. Looks like the show's open. We got a potential buyer walking in, so let's get going.
Hey, how are you doing today, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. What kind of screen print business do you have, or do you do screen printing?
I do a little bit of everything. I've been in the business about 10 years. Started out pretty small and grew, larger. Now I'm up to, I've got about a 3,000 square foot area. It's got embroidery, vinyl cut a little bit, do some signage, screen printing. Hadn't really done a whole lot with screen printing just because it takes so much to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so that's a screen printed image.
That's that's a 3-color that we have set up there. It's 3-color simulated on a black garment, so it's really doesn't take that long to get to it. And you can see the nice finish that you get with screen printing. So what parts of screen printing? You say you don't do a lot. What parts you do not like?
All of it. I don't do so much of the work now. I've kind of grown from that, but I mean, I started in it. It's the process, the time. Obviously, I've got a part of that warehouse that is dedicated just to my screen printing. And, if I'm not using it, it's just sitting there and it's not making me any money. And so I'm thinking about doing something else with it. I just said, that's why I'm here at the show, is see what else is out there and how I can expand. So
I understand.
Yeah.
So what if I told you you could actually get rid of all the exposure equipment that you have, the washout sink, knockout booth, the dip tank, your light table, your your positive film printer, and completely eliminate every aspect of traditional screen making and still make a screen?
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Our system is capable of doing that. As a matter of fact, our system's in less than 6 square feet of space, and you will get extraordinary details with your screen printing. Would you like to see a demonstration?
I would love to. Yeah, I mean, because if that's the thing, if I can cut down that's the space that I'm looking to take up, but still keep some screen printing, and still expand, I mean, I'm all for it. So
Excellent. Well, so on the computer here, and you can use CorelDRAW, Illustrator. It doesn't matter. We're using Corel here. This is a JPEG picture that I've downloaded off the internet. I've not manipulated it in any way. I did add the lettering to it, and all I'm going to do is send it to our thermal print device. And I'm going to choose the correct print driver. And there's a built-in rip, so I can set my halftones here. So that's a big plus.
yeah, see, and I've never really done much with halftones just because I didn't want to really have the rip software and.
I understood.
But yeah, and also this is actually my printer that's with me. Their name is Facebook. So just I wanted to introduce you there.
Excellent, thank you. Well, how our process works is our mesh is already coated. So the mesh is on the back side, and on the top side is a PET coating.
So that's your actual mesh?
That's the actual mesh.
Okay.
I'm gonna push the start button now. It's gonna take about 90 seconds to burn the screen.
And what's the size on this?
This is our standard frame size. It's 21 by 23. It's going to yield an image area of about 16 to 18 inches. You can go up to a 25 by 36 inch frame with this system. So this will definitely give you all that you need size-wise.
My printer's able to levitate. Huh.
So we have 3 different mesh counts as well. We have a 70 mesh, a 120, and a 200. Now I'm using the 120 here. Our mesh counts work a little bit differently than traditional. Our 70 mesh is equivalent to about a 110 to a 135. Our 120 mesh is going to be equal to about 155 to 230. And our 200 mesh, well, it's going to be 255 to 305. But I can get 60 lines per inch with this 120 mesh.
How are you able to do that though?
What happens here, the process is this. There's a thermal print head that burns at 1200 dpi, and what it's doing is it's making a dot or a hole wherever we want ink to go through at. So instead of with traditional emulsion, you're trying to wash away the open area. This is actually burning away an open area for ink to pass through.
Okay.
So just about done with the screen.
So that already has an image on it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh.
There's your finished image.
So what, like on the machine, does that?
The thermal head is this 18-inch thermal head heats up and burns a hole wherever we want ink to go through at. So that's the magic of how this works.
Okay.
All right, we'll go over to the press.
Get out of your way here. So how long have you been screen printing?
Since about 1992.
Okay. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to jump in.
One thing I did forget. Like that one. Be back in just a second.
Oh, okay.
Pardon me. So how are you liking the show so far?
I mean, I just got here, so you know, and it's just open. So you guys are up here near the front, so you guys must pay the big bucks for the good booth locations.
All right, that's a little pill on the print on.
And I see you're using Union ink, so obviously Plastisol is what you can use.
Well, no, we use Plastisol at the shows. You can use water-based inks. You also can use some types of solvent inks as well. Most all textile inks are acceptable to use with this process.
Yeah, because that's one thing I'm looking to maybe expand into is more of other substrates, you know, harder substrates, not necessarily just garments. So
Yeah. We have screen printers that print on all kinds of things. As crazy as it may sound, breast implants, cups.
breast
you name it.
implants.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said that was a what mesh count?
That's a 120 mesh count, 60 lines per inch.
Hang on, I don't want to see the artwork again. Wow.
Every dot that's there is there.
So this is actually already dots, or?
No, it's a JPEG picture, and
Okay.
so it's grayscaled.
Yep.
And what the rip will do will create the dots to put them onto the to burn into the screen, and so you can reproduce all the grayscale shading of that image area.
Gotcha. So, as far as like, obviously, you know, you've printed the multicolor on there. How, like in the software, is there a separation or?
No, the separation software you would buy separately. It would be standard separation software.
Wait, what is that you're using? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
What is that? Is that just a card?
Yeah, this is a little card. These are great, really handy to have around. You use them to scrape ink off. You can scrape it off of your squeegee, out of your screen, off of your spatula as well, and it saves you from having to use a lot of paper towels.
I've never seen those.
It's really neat. They don't cost very much. We sell them here.
I'll have to check those out. Huh. I've always just used a spatula.
So what do you think?
That's definitely some good detail. But I mean, as far as multicolor,
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking about that before I interrupted you. Sorry.
No.
So, as far as the multicolor, like, how did you get to here? I guess.
Okay. So the key to this is in the separations.
Okay.
And you have to have good separation software. It's going to separate each channel of color out. You're going to burn a screen for each one of the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Then you register those screens
Yeah.
to your platen, and then simply pulling the ink and knowing what print order that you need to print it with.
I got you. And pretty much it's done in the artwork.
The key is in the artwork on
Because once you have the artwork, then I mean you're just sending it there.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes to stretch, 3 minutes to burn.
I'm figuring this out a little
Let me
bit.
show you the best part. So right now, when you get done with the screen, you want to reclaim that screen. You have to clean all the ink out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got to use dehazer on it. Then you've got to use a degreaser on it.
Yep.
Let it dry.
Yep.
Then it's ready to go back into production. But you've got to put emulsion on it. You got to let the emulsion dry. Then you got to make a film positive or a DT direct to screen
Right.
burn to the back of it. Then you got to put it on a light table.
Yep.
Then you got to burn the image. Then you got to carry it over to a sink and you got to rinse it out.
Yep.
This is our cleanup.
Why? So why wouldn't I just save like the frame? Like just take this and set it off to the side, like I do normally.
You certainly could do that. But think about this as well. You're going to have to sit down with a couple dollars worth of paper towels and chemicals, and breathing in chemicals and touching chemicals you probably shouldn't be.
Right.
Or you can just burn yourself a new screen. It only takes 3 minutes to stretch, 3 minutes to burn, and then you're back up on the press again.
So what's like cost in this?
You've got about, in this 120 mesh, roughly $6.50 worth of mesh,
Okay.
and less than 5 minutes of your time. The key in traditional screen making is the amount of time that you have in it.
Well, yeah. So then, I mean, now you've ripped that out of there.
I'll show you how to make another one.
Yeah. Where do you go from there? I mean, that, you know.
So on these frames, and you're not married to these frames. We like using, they're called the quick frames, and I'll show you how they work. I'm just going to unscrew. Go the right direction, Jay.
So I think you said, like, I'm not married to these frames.
Yeah,
Or,
you
like,
can.
Can I use my frames I have now?
You can. You would need to get a stretcher, and you would and a heat wand to attach those to the frame. You also can use Newman roller frames as well.
Okay.
So you do have those options. A lot of people look at different options, and a lot of people wind up with these quick frames because they are just so fast and so simple.
Yeah, I tried playing with Newman's a couple years ago, and I didn't really, you know.
Not your favorite thing?
No. Yeah, I've just been using the traditional aluminum. Oh, I see. So there's actually
There's a channel. There's a channel that goes all the way around. You slide the channels into the center. There's your locking bars. And then lock them into place. And all you do to lock them into place is just you simply push down and rotate them, and they snap right in.
Okay.
Lock these sides in.
Technically, I could even use these frames with my traditional mesh too.
Oh, you certainly can.
I mean, if I was going to stick that route, I mean,
Yeah, you certainly could.
it's,
The most popular format sizes that we have for frames is these 21 by 23s, and also we have a 22.5 by 31. It's designed to replace the standard industry size 2331. And these are be equivalent to your 2024 aluminums.
so I can, like on those larger frames, because I've got one auto, those will fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those will certainly fit. What type of auto do you have?
I've got an Anatol Volt.
That's fantastic. Anatol's worked with us a lot over the years. So we know their ticks, know a lot about our process, and so they're machines. We know that we like the Volt because it's instead of being a pneumatic, it's an all electric.
Well, that's the reason that I ended up going with it. Was I was in a buddy of mine's shop, right? He's got the pneumatic one, and it's just so loud. I was like, there is no way that I want to be around that all day long. If it, you know, fortunately it doesn't run as quickly or as much as I want it to.
There's your screen, and it just took just a couple of minutes.
And, I mean, what type of tension are you getting there? I mean,
Usually normal running, we're going to run about 15 to 17 newtons on a manual or on an auto press.
so I mean, my screens are normally like 30 to
Correct,
35.
correct.
I
With
mean,
traditional screen print, because of the depth of stencil that you have, you need 30 to 35 newtons. With our technology, your best printing is going to come about 15 to 17 newtons. You don't have to have it that tight. The key is consistency between the screens. They all need to be 15 or they all need to be 17.
I got you. Because once they're stretched, you know, then I'm putting the image on it anyway.
Correct.
Just like what I'm doing now. Okay. Wow. So, really, I mean, I've got press, obviously, we already talked manual and auto to work on. Dryer, you know, that's neither here nor there. Really, all I need is a table to put that on.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So, I gotta be missing something. What am I missing here? I mean,
You're not missing anything at all. Screen printing hasn't changed in the past 50 years. Emulsions have gotten a little bit better.
right.
You still have the exact same process. This is the only new process that's out there.
Huh. So what are we talking, I mean, price-wise and all?
Well, on the exposure package, you're looking at about $21,000 for the exposure package. That's this 4 frames and a roll of mesh, and I'll get you 85 screens out of that.
Okay.
Keep in mind, if you were looking up setting up a different location, you needed more equipment, we have that as well. We carry a full line of BBC dryers and flash cure. We sell Antec presses, and so we have package pricing on the back here, and also with any new business package, we offer free training with it as well.
Oh, okay.
So-
I mean, my guys pretty much already know how to print.
And
So
we're good to go. Then all we need to do is train them on how to use this, and that won't take but 30 minutes.
wow, that's pretty good. All right. Well, let me walk around a little bit more, and this machine here, is it available?
This one is available.
Because I mean, like I said, I came here looking for a solution, for to do something different or grow, and all right. Well, I will definitely keep that in mind, and I'll be back by.
All right, I
All right,
appreciate it. Thank you for coming by.
What you got here?
Hey, young fella. This is our My Screen printing system. So this is it's a little bit smaller, or a good bit smaller than our larger units. It's a great way to start out screen printing. Really easy to use. What are you doing right now in your shop?
I do transfers mostly.
Okay, nice,
I
nice.
did this transfer right here on my hat.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
And so I do a lot of weeding, and I order transfers from different people.
Okay, nice. Well, the My Screen will definitely help you out in speeding up that process.
How so?
If you're doing a lot of transfers, you gotta get your substrate onto your heat press, line up every single one of those transfers. Whereas with this system, it's 30 seconds to burn your screen, minute, maybe 2 minutes to put it in one of our clamp frames. Then you're up on your press and you're ready to start printing. So it
Can you
may
show me
be
that?
yeah, absolutely. So this is our roll mesh. This is our 120 mesh. I got some double stick tape on our frame right here. Stretching it out on here is pretty easy. Just tape it down to the top side there. Roll it down to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and cut this where it's about how much mesh I'm going to need. And then when I'm stretching these, it's pretty easy. I just pull at the corners here to make sure I'm getting it nice and stretched across, and I just go at all 4 sides.
What? Do you need something like this over here? These big frames?
No, absolutely not. We've got our print board right here, which it's got these little pegs. There are little holes on our My Screen frame as well, right here and here. And so those are gonna lock in, and that's gonna hold your frame steady right there. It's also nice, those are different sizes, so you're not gonna end up putting your frame down on the wrong side with that. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Also, with your transfers, another great thing about this is when you're doing transfers, you gotta wait for stalls or whoever you're ordering from to ship them out to you. Whereas here, you've got everything you need right here. You're ready to get started right when you get the order in. So you're gonna be able to get jobs out a lot faster. Now that I've got it stretched here, all I'm gonna do, put it in our frame put it in our My Screen right here. And as you can see, it's got the little buttons where those holes are too. They're different they're different sizes, so you're gonna be able to, you're gonna know exactly which side you need to put that down on. Then I just go over here, I've got my software right here. My image is ready to go.
What kind of software do I need?
The My Screen has its own printing software. It comes with it. It's really easy to use. As you see here, you can adjust the width however much you need to manually, just putting in numbers. You can also adjust it by just doing that, pulling at the corners there. And then you can also pretty easily right here, you can rotate it. So if you've got a longer image that you want to put in the frame, so you want to put the frame in sideways, that's easy enough to do. We're just doing this one straight
Now,
up and
you
down.
know, I get my transfers and they gang them up all on one sheet. Can I do that with this?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to print multiple images onto a My Screen,
Okay.
you can easily put multiple images on there, and then just get it down on your transfer sheet, and you're printing out a couple transfers at a time. It's really quick, really easy. I'm gonna go ahead and send my image over.
And what kind of images does it take?
It'll take JPEG, PNG, pretty much whatever file you're working with.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna make sure this is lined up. It's on those little buttons right there, and all you have to do, hold down this top piece for 30 seconds, and your image is gonna be exposed and ready to go.
Is it a right side or a wrong side?
Yes, you're gonna want to put it with the triangle facing up. There's a little triangle right here at the opening of the My Screen, and there's a triangle at the top there. So that's how you know which side's up. Also, like I was saying, you're not going to be able to put it in upside down because these holes are different sizes, and the pins there that hold them are also different sizes.
What about the mesh? Can I put the mesh on backwards? Or is this
Yes.
foolproof?
So the mesh, it's pretty easy to remember. You got your sticky tape here. One side's shiny, one side's got the mesh. That's where your PET coating is. It works the same as our QS models. So it's a thermal print head in here, and there's a PET coating on the outside. And so the thermal print head just burns away that PET coating wherever you want your image to go. And so the way I like to remember it is shiny to sticky. You're taking that shiny side and sticking that down onto your frame.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's quick, it's easy, and we'll put it in our
I don't need any water or anything like that?
no water, no emulsion, no darkroom. We, I stretch the frame, put it in there, and I'm ready to get up on my press. So I'm going to use these clamp frames we've got right here. These make it really easy to get on the press. As you'll see, it's got these little kind of teeth almost right here, and that's going to grip at your mesh and give you that extra tension you need to get it up on the press. So you just put that right there, wedge your other, and this is just a metal frame. Just gonna put that, sandwich it in there, make sure you're getting it all lined up exactly right where you want it. And then once I got that, I'm just gonna take these clamps and just put one clamp on each side that you're not putting into the press. The press is actually going to act as your fourth clamp with this framing system, so makes it pretty easy to get up on your press quickly and easily. Then I got these two other clamps I'm using right here. Those are going to go on our sides.
Is it easy to do multicolor?
Yeah, you can definitely do multicolor with it. Obviously, you're just going to want registration marks. Separate your images, print them both out, put them in these frames, and get up on your press ready to go. So now we're ready to move on to our press here. Just got to slide this in. Screw it down.
You think I could do face mask with this?
Absolutely. I've actually got another screen that's exposed and ready to go to print some face masks out, so I'll show you that after we
I might want to take one with me.
get done. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll get you one that you can take home.
I'm so excited to be at a trade show. I've been locked up for months.
I know it's been a while. We're happy to be back. So now that I got that locked in, I'm gonna grab a shirt here.
Now, I've been doing transfers. I really wasn't thinking about buying all this equipment. Do I have to have all this equipment to do this?
No, definitely not. I mean, you can use your heat press actually to cure the inks if you're not looking to get a dryer. Depending on how many colors you're doing, we've got different presses to work for that. 4 color, 1 station, so it'd just be one platen, and you're able to do 4 colors with that. We got a lot of different press options. We got presses ranging from $500 up into the $6,000 range. So we got a little something for everybody there. Gonna adjust my shirt a little bit. I want it coming back just slightly.
Do I get to keep this?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love collecting stuff for shows.
Who doesn't? We'll put our ink down here. And this is Union Plastisol ink. You can use water-based, chloroplast. My screen has a lot of different ink options for you. So
What ink do you like to use?
I like using Plastisol with it. Plastisol generally is gonna work best. It's an easy ink. Once you got that down and ready, one pass.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we got it's quick, it's easy, and you get some great image quality out of it.
Can I try one?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get you a shirt ready to go on there, and you
I'm
can
excited about this.
pull the squeegee yourself.
You can say I printed my first T-shirt.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Put my
another
literature
thing,
down here.
you can make transfers with the My Screen too. So if you want to keep rolling with transfers, you can just start making your own, and it's
Well,
gonna.
that's what I was wondering.
It's
How
gonna.
many transfers do you think I can make with it?
I mean, in terms of impressions, you should be able to get about 1,000 impressions out of the mesh. So if you're putting 2 down on each sheet, you can get up to 2,000 transfers on that. So really quick, really easy. I'll let you go ahead and
bring this down.
bring that down. Get
Pull it
some.
across.
Yep, just put down some nice pressure. Pull across there.
Not bad for a rookie.
Yeah, it's a good print.
Oh no, I got ink on my hands.
Okay, well we can solve that pretty easily. These are our scrubs in a bucket. These things are great for removing ink. I've used these plenty of times, and the great thing is they're also reusable. So see, I got some ink there.
But I don't want to touch that. Can I get mine?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Definitely use your own.
Can't believe I got ink on me.
I know it's rough, but you know this is gonna get the ink off quick. And I'm gonna put this back in there for my next use. No offense, sir, but with everything going on, I'd prefer if you didn't put yours
I'm not
back
putting
in there.
it.
All right.
So I just need to dry my shirt, right?
Exactly. Just I'll get it in the dryer.
And then you're gonna show me a quick face mask.
Yeah, I'll show you how to print some face masks with it. And for the face masks, I'm not even gonna put it up on a press. We have.
Wow. So I don't. That shows me I don't need all that stuff.
No, yeah, you definitely don't. We got these cardboard My Screen frames. They actually come nested together in packs of 5, so it comes kind of just like that. And so it's got these little half ones, which are really a perfect size for printing on masks. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Just get my mask down. And then, again, it's got these 2 little holes right here that are different sizes. The print board also has 2 different sizes, so you're going to be right on the money there. That is right where I want it. I'm going to go grab myself some ink real quick.
Do y'all sell masks?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
The mask you see right there, they come in packs of 6. It's $15.95 for a pack. They've got an antimicrobial barrier. They're great masks, lightweight, easy to wear. They got a couple different slits on the side to put around your ears, so different sizes there as well.
look like they could be sublimated as well.
Yeah, you can do a lot
Do
of
a
their
lot
very.
of sublimation myself.
Okay, nice. Yeah, they're very printable masks. Now that I got my ink down, just a quick squeegee pull there. Lift this up, and there you go. You got a mask ready to go. And if I was,
awesome.
if I wanted to run production on this, do a bunch of masks, all I would do, I know this is the right position for them, so I'd just take a little rice tape or any kind of tape. I got some right here. Tear myself off a little piece, and I'm just gonna put that right at the top where I want that
Okay.
that little nose covering to go. And that way, this one's done.
So what do you think my cost is in making that face mask?
Your cost in making that mask, it's the cost of the mesh, which for a frame this size, your mesh cost is probably going to be somewhere around $2, maybe $3. And then in terms of ink cost is just about. Your ink cost there, I mean, it's cents. Ink does not, it's not very expensive. I need to get my squeegee back, and then I'll show you this one. There we go.
So I can just print anywhere almost.
Exactly, yeah. If you wanted to, take this around to an event or something and print for people on site, you could do that pretty easily.
Do I clean the screen, or what do I do with the screen?
When you're done with the screen, if you want to save it, it's easy enough to clean off. You can clean that off and do a color change. Or, the easiest way to clean your screen, just peel that off the tape, throw this out, and then you're ready to get started with a new one. Just stretch this mesh across it again, cut it out, and you're ready to go.
I love that.
Yeah, no, the My Screen makes, it's gonna help your transfer business. You're gonna be faster. You're not only gonna be able to start printing faster because you're not waiting on the transfers to come in, but the printing process itself is gonna be faster.
Yeah, I can see that.
In terms of traditional screen printing, transfers may make more sense because you might be able to do those faster with how long you have to wait for that screen to expose. But obviously with the My Screen, we've eliminated that entire process of the emulsion, the darkroom, all that. So it's 30 seconds and you're up there printing.
I can see I can probably print about a dozen logos on one sheet and be cranking them out.
Yes, sir. Exactly. It's fast, it's easy, and very economical. Your screen cost isn't too high, and ink cost also very low. It's going to save you money, and it's going to get you getting orders out the door faster.
Oh, super. You have any literature?
Yeah, absolutely.
I need my face mask. Where's my face mask?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I came out of the dryer. Let me get it up.
Okay, nice.
Oh, sick. Oh, thank you.
There's some
You got any
literature
show
we got
specials?
there.
I'm gonna try one of these on.
Yeah, our show special, you get the entire My Screen package for $2,500. That's going to come with the print board, one of our plastic My Screen frames that's up inside of this. The My Screen itself, it's going to come with a pre-cut. It's going to come with some pre-cut sheets of mesh. I think it comes with a 20-pack of those. And yeah, it's a great package to get started with the My Screen. And
You'll be hearing from me. I look forward to that.
looking forward to hearing from you too.
Well, I hope the show's good for you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming by. It was nice seeing you.
Hey everybody, I want to say thank you for coming by. I want to see if anybody has any questions, and also keep in mind that if you are interested in one of the 3-color shirts that we printed today, all you have to do is leave a size and leave your name. It's today only. Leave your size of shirt you want, leave your name, give us a way to contact you, and we'll send you out a 3-color shirt. Want to say thank you to our Latino American dealer for the artwork that he sent up to us that we're able to use today. Thank BBC, Antec, Union Ink, Port and Company T-shirts. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody right now. You guys have any questions? If not, we wrap this up. We are having show specials for the rest of the day. If you need any more information, you can go to our website, expressscreen.com. You can call into our office here. You also can check out our social media. So we have Facebook, Instagram, and a YouTube channel. We post a lot of stuff up onto our YouTube channel. Some of it informational, some of it is the process of the printing itself, helpful hints. So, any questions? All right. Listen, appreciate you guys dropping by today, and we'll see you next time.